Tasha, what do you think about the FBA movement? My kids are African. My grandfather is Bahamian. Knowing that we're Hebrew, even though your lineage could come from South Africa or Liberia, or hell, your lineage may come from Jamaica, may come from Latin America. You don't damn know. They called my husband an African booty scratcher. Here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you and hating them for no reason. That is the same foundation and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on, which is protecting their whiteness, their pureness, not knowing that they are not pure. It's a lie. And I don't get involved in these types of conversations because it's ridiculous. It is very unintelligent to talk about, to even speak on, that I would deny my own children, my own grandfather, my own mother, just to protect what? A movement?
So here we go down with Tasha K, right? So let me start off by saying this. Tasha K has 4 grandparents. One of her grandparents is Bahamian. And she also married an African man. So she has 3 FBA grandparents, right? She's from Florida. She has some people on, some rogue people that she don't know online, say some disparaging things about her husband. And she came and wanted to label a whole lineage of people. Now, I'm not going for that she didn't know who FBA is. FBA been around a long time. Tasha K knows everybody's business all the time. She gets the skinny and the scoop on everybody's business all the time. But all of a sudden, you don't know what FBA is, man, miss me with that stuff. You do. That's just not the kind of content that you cover. You know who Tariq Nasheed is. You see those videos. Miss me with it, right? The problem is, our people, we look down, like within our own ranks, right? You have grassroots, those of us that's waking our people up out of their sleep. But then you have the sellouts and raccoons. Then you just have the class of people in the middle, right, that just do whatever the Democrats and everybody else tell them to do. So we've been told for a long time that all our roots go back to Africa and everything is about Africa, and you don't have no culture. You attribute everything to Africa. So with that mindset, anybody and everybody can just come be a part of our culture, and we just allow them. You spread your cheeks to some Africans, to some Jamaicans, to whoever, right? You don't gatekeep nothing in your culture. That's what a lot of our people been taught. That's why, listen, pay attention, no emotion. That's why people like the Fat Joes and all these other guys from the Caribbean come and say, well, hip-hop started in the Caribbean, and then it went back to Africa. Other groups can come here and cosplay as us, right, while putting nothing back into the community. That's our fault because we've been trained to just do that, just surrender everything over. So now when you have the grassroots saying, yo, we ain't doing that no more, we locking the doors, you got to ring the doorbell and show your paperwork. You got to show who you are. A lot of people got a problem with that, right? Tasha K knew exactly what she was doing with her platform. She used her platform to denigrate us. I'm not trying to hear she didn't know what FBA mean or who it was. That's bullcrap, right? FBA is a lineage of people. You got the Hebrew Israelites in the part of FBA lineage, Nation of Islam, Sunni Muslims, Christians. We come from all different places. We not all the same. So for her to just label, because somebody said something about her husband, label us as a group when she know damn well who we are, that was problematic and a suspect. I'm looking at her side eye, right? The same way Roland Martin and all them people do it. And she's FBA. She's FBA. She's married to an African man. She has one Bahamian grandfather, but you got 4 grandparents, right? She's FBA. But again, I told you guys, some of our biggest detractors are going to be our own people because they don't understand how to love each other. And a lot of our people don't understand how to gatekeep. We've been trained to give everything away. We don't know how to gatekeep. It's the younger generation that's saying, yo, we gatekeeping. We not doing it the old way no more. I know Big Mama loved everybody, but Big Mama, we can't love everybody no more because they not loving us back, right? And that's where we at. So now when she went on that rant, she's been forced to apologize because inside her comment section when she was making that, man, her fans, most of her fans is FBA. They was lighting her ass up. Now she talked, so she had to come back and do this.
To anybody that felt offended by me referring to FBA as the KKK, to anybody that I've offended, I didn't mean to offend you. I don't do that. I want any and everybody to be up in here having a good time. Lately, on social media, given the Nolan Wells situation, I mean, just any and everything that has to do with our culture, our people, Blacks as a whole, for some reason, I have been dragged into these conversations. So yesterday's show, had me fired up because to refer to my family, and I get it, everybody has, they say any and everything about my family, but to see, I guess, them say that I don't somehow care about my people because I married an African man. To refer to me and my platform or my husband as booty scratcher. Now, he laughed about it. It's fine. But for me, I don't know, that hit different because I got a son. And to see our own Black people, like, that's cool. That's cool. So here's the thing. And everybody's entitled. But here's the thing. I didn't have to react that way because at the end of the day, when I get up here, whether I make $1 or not, and I was unmonetized on this platform for a long time. To anybody that felt offended by me referring to FBA as the KKK, I wholeheartedly apologize. All I saw was divisiveness, and I saw a group of people attacking me, attacking my family. So I attacked back. So I'm grateful to my winos that are on the app that are educating me, that are emailing me, that are apologizing for, I guess, the few bad actors that are out there. But when you do Google it, that's all that comes up. Divisiveness. I don't know who's representing y'all's lineage or our lineage because, I'm from America. I was born here. My mom was born here. One thing that bothers me is when I see Black on Black, like, racism. I'm completely ignorant when it comes to this movement. I just know how I felt when I was attacked, when my family was attacked, and I decided to just, here we go. I will lend my platform on Sunday. I want the people that y'all listen to, if they are true educators in this FBA lineage, I want to talk to them. There are a lot of people that are just like me that are confused, generally confused about what this is. Please email me, unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. Let me know who are your teachers when it comes to the FBA lineage. If it's a great thing, I would love to open up my platform to educate more about it.
Now again, Tasha's FBA, but she's ignorant just like a lot of our family members at the barbecue. Right? She comes online and she destroys a lot of foundational Black Americans on her platform every day. But the minute somebody says something about her African husband, she went ham. He laughed about it, but she went ham. She don't feel no type of way when she's using her platform to denigrate other foundational Black Americans, because a lot of our people, that's what we've been conditioned to do. We'll hurt each other, right? But we'll go protect the Jamaicans and the Africans and the W man and all these other, but we won't do the same thing for each other. But the foundational grassroots Black Americans, we ain't doing that no more. We cutting that short because we know we've been getting shorter than a stick because we've been conditioned to go to bat and hard for everybody else but ourselves, but our own people. We're not doing that no more. So of course she's going to call it what she calls a group. Right? She's going to call us a group and call us all kinds of, all these different things because a lot of our people ain't used to us doing for ourselves. A lot of people ain't used to us gatekeeping our own stuff. We not just letting everybody in no more. Everybody can't come in. So Tasha been able to just run wild, disrespect other FBAs, and the minute they disrespected her and her husband, look how she reacted. To the point now you got to apologize because your foundational Black American fan base said, no, we ain't having it. And then the sister called up and just gave you some real straightening.
left behind because we're putting too much into an organization instead of
Okay.
ourselves, that's a problem. I
You
indirectly
okay.
helped you to get to where
Mm-hmm.
you are. But as soon as
Mm-hmm.
I expressed to you about how an organization treated me and how I see it,
Mm-hmm.
I have African children. I have
Mm-hmm.
an African husband.
Yes.
Now you're disappointed with me, even though you knew that I was married to an African, but yet you want me to talk down on that part.
When did I say that I want you to talk down? I
I'm saying
think
you're
when
coming in here saying that you're upset about
I should
our
say
views on the
I'm
FBA movement
disappointed. No,
that's
no, no,
50
no.
million strong.
I should say I'm disappointed in the opinion. I think you don't understand it. I didn't come on here telling you to talk down to your husband. I would never do that at all anyway because
Who
I
said
have
I did? Who said I didn't understand it?
no, I said I don't think you understand it because you're saying, well, you want me to talk down, and that's not true. I don't want you to talk down about that. I actually follow you as well as your husband on social media and have been for years. I do have Africans that are married into my family.
I
So
do
yeah.
have Africans. That's like saying I have white people that are friends. Listen
Well,
to me.
yeah.
Listen. What I'm saying, and look,
Okay.
you have every right to be upset with me about my
No, I'm
opinion.
not upset with you. I think you just don't understand it and maybe you take
I think I do
offense.
understand it. I think I read and I have taken my opinion based off of the information that I see and
Yes.
the divisiveness that I'm seeing that it's causing. Because the mere fact I got FBA members calling my family booty scratchers.
They also, and some of them, and I'm gonna just say this loosely, my family's listening to because we all listen into you. But they also, my thing is, I don't. It's not a movement; it's a lineage. I will say that, and you don't have to agree with that. I definitely wanted to come on and say that. And as far as your husband or any, first of all, as far as your children, anything like that, I don't think you understand it. And I say that because. Nope, I don't see myself ever being disrespectful to you or to your husband, even the people in my family. But it's 50 million people. It's a lineage. It's not a movement. It's not an organization. Umar, and I also want to note this, Umar is not FBA. And the same way, I will say
Oh
there are
yeah, you're
some
right. He's Pan African. I forgot. Y'all don't believe in that either.
well, first, you don't know what I believe in because
I'm just
everybody.
saying if you're FBA,
No,
the Pan
we don't, we
that's
all, but
direct.
we all don't have, we all, no, no, no. You can be FBA, still appreciate Africans. I think the thing is, and I'm just being honest, a lot
Okay.
of people have put up with, no, because you're upset that you think that I'm attacking you or whatever. And no, but I will say this, it's not divisive. You just haven't met all of us. Now, what I won't do, I appreciate everybody, but what you're not going to do, and that's as far as African, they have pejorative terms for us as a group. We have been known as an Akata, a Jank, a Yankee, all these things. And that has been over the years, even in the 60s, 70s, and before that. A person who ran across that border today and anchored themselves here by the 14th Amendment that was meant for the babies of slaves is not the same. That is a melanated immigrant. Everybody originated from Africa. Let's understand that, everybody, including white people. But if it's divisive for some FBA to label their lineage, then it's just as divisive when nobody says anything about, oh, they're Bahamian American or they're Caribbean American. It's not the same thing. There is a difference. We all were enslaved, but there is a difference from us and a boat stop. And that's only offensive because we're telling the truth. For years, a lot of these people, not all, because I don't classify all, even though you're sitting here classifying all FBA as the same. No, ma'am. All of us are not. But what they're not going to do is sit up here and disrespect us. And I hear you saying that some FBA can be disrespectful to Africans. I will admit that. But I haven't heard you once say, because you labeling all of us, that some of them call us a Jareer and a Kata, cotton picker, all these things. Let's be clear. Your boat stop, we all have a boat stop. That's damn true. That's very true. But you left your boat stop to come to this boat stop. We had an ethnogenesis. We are different. If it's not wrong for someone to label themselves as Caribbean American and they left their boat stop or their parents came here and anchored them here with that 14th Amendment, it's not divisive. Now, I get it. Those people who you talk to, they offended you and they wanted, I guess you to call him a African booty scratcher. Have I heard that term? Absolutely. I ain't never been one to lie. But what I won't do is sit here and deny the fact that many of these people have sat their behind up here. Not all, because I can't do all, because I know some cool ass Africans. And I've had this tough conversation with family. I've had this tough conversation even with friends, but that's what makes us different. But at the end of the day, I haven't heard you say nothing about how some of them call us an Akata. That's a Nigerian word. It has many different meanings, but that some of them, not all, use it as a pejorative term against Black Americans. Now, FBA has nothing to do with a movement. It is a lineage. It is people who pretty much have been here either before the 1865 Freedmen Rolls, or your family can be identified on the Freedmen Rolls. That's all it is. Now, do some people use it in a bad way? Absolutely. 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 But no, it's not divisive. If it's divisive for us, then it's damn sure divisive for Caribbeans to come here and have their flag. It's why do we have to be a monolith if everybody else gets to identify with everything else? And I think that's the part that you're not understanding. They come here, some of them come here with an attitude. Clearly, your husband don't have that type of attitude because he married you who happened to be a Black American or a Florida Maroon. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to identify as, but by historic terms, and I'm a historian, you would be classified as a Maroon, and you should be proud of that. That's not divisive. That just shows that you beat the white people's ass that came down there coming for your people. That's where you originated from. Part of it. I don't know the whole thing. But some of them do not like us. And I think it's wrong for you to sit here and label all of us the same just because some idiots or some jackasses came to you and wanted you to call somebody African booty scratcher. When I sat here and I've been very respectful and I've said some of them, I would never label all of them as the same. They are our distant cousins. It's true. They are. They are very much. But some of them don't
hold on, because
like us.
you've made a very, very strong point. And so you and I can agree on something.
Yeah, of course.
So there's a movement going on, whether it's an organization, and you guys have a lot of teachers. And from what I've seen with this foundational Black American movement, it's been very discriminatory towards me from the beginning. Beginning. And you can't say,
right.
hold on, because I let you speak.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
And you made a strong point. I don't hear women like you speaking about it because it is labeled as another organization, not a lineage. It hasn't been taught to me like that. I don't even look at it because I've already labeled it. It is something to divide us.
That's why I wanted to be and that's why I wanted.
I'm just saying.
That's why I wanted to call in. Yeah.
Because this is not something that's taught in schools or universities.
But they teach our history. Ain't a thing in this country. No. Ain't a thing in this country that has not been impacted by Black Americans. And I'm sorry, Tasha, I love you to death. But a melanated person who came across that border on a 14th Amendment or who choose to come here, they're not the same as us. And let me be clear, not everybody who is a FBA actually was enslaved. Some of them were free. So I think it's very important for us to learn our history and understand that. And I think you feel attacked by the idiots that did what they did or said what they said to you. But I refuse to sit here. And my issue with some of them is they don't admit what their people do. If you go back into the 90s, the movie Sugar Hill, it'll show you where some of them have literally told themselves or they're taught, and I have family who have said this, who married in, they are taught to be against Black Americans. They are taught these pejorative terms. So no, I don't want you to call your husband anything because I think he's a very nice person. I love the business that y'all built and your kids. Let's be clear. If you are FBA, I don't tell people what to identify. That's another thing I think where we go wrong. We're telling people that they're American Indian or they're whatever. You are whatever you identify with, and I identify with FBA, and that is a lineage. So you're looking at the people who you don't like, I guess, that's around it, and that's fine. I respect that. You don't have to like all of them. I don't like all of them.
And here's the thing. Yeah. I'm not saying that I don't even like the people. I just don't like the organization.
There's an
organization online that's representing FBA, and this is the shit that they're spewing, not what you've just preached, but the shit and the hatred that they're spewing. Of course, I'm gonna feel some type of way towards that organization because I do believe that people should be allowed to, be who they want to be, express how they want to be expressed, whether we agree with it or not. Do I believe in the trans movement? Absolutely not. Do I believe in respect of individuality? Absolutely. But I'm not going to sit here and show any type of regard towards an organization that's been discriminatory towards me and my children. So why would I embrace it?
Yeah.
Tell
But
me.
you also should understand that they have been, some of them, not, I would never say all.
So again, you can see how the sister put her directly in check and told her, it's funny how you use your platform to come after us, but you're going to sit here with all many years you've been online, all the research and stuff you do. You've never seen Africans call us names. You never seen Caribbeans have names for us. You live in Florida. You don't see how the Haitians behave towards Black Americans at times. Not all of them, because I don't like to label everybody, because that ain't what we do. Do you got some rogue FBAs online that's acting a fool, that's making this like it's a gang? Yes, they're there. The same way you got rogue Caribbeans and Africans. That's not a full representation of what we about. Yes, they're there, but that's not the majority of folk, right? And we constantly said we got a problem with the sellouts and tethers. Not just the average Jamaican, Haitian, or no. We just gatekeeping our culture, looking out for us. If you cool, then we cool. We've been saying that. She knows this. You can't let Tasha K get away with it, because Tasha K does constant content every day. She knows, the same way she hears the negative stuff that some FBAs may say, she hears the overwhelming majority positive things that's said too. She just chose to ignore it. She chose to ignore that. That's by choice, right? The same way inside your own households. Your mama is going to vote for Kamala or Democrats just because they Democrats. Whatever the government say, that's what they do. They all went and got them things in their arms during the shutdown. Whatever they say they do, it's us grassroots that's rebelling and staying away, right? But our biggest detractors a lot of times against our movements, against our lineage, and excuse me, they got me saying movements, against our lineage be our own people. Because they sleep, deaf, dumb, and blind, and out of their mind. And we're trying to wake our people up so we can get stronger and gatekeep. But it's starting to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. It's a lineage, not a movement, a lineage of people. And we don't all agree on everything. We don't all think the same on everything. But that doesn't make us not a lineage, though. And Tasha K knows this, so I'm not letting you get away with it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.